Here's how to be the master of your digital domain. A few months ago, I was offered and have since accepted a full-time offer to work at San Francisco, and in that time I have been reflecting on my own usage of social media, on the amount of value it has added to my life. A common trend I've been seeing is the urgency to delete all your social media or even go completely off the grid to avoid the unimaginable long-term implications of having your attention and personal data potentially manipulated and abused. I don't think that, anyways. Here are 5 things I've done, which have allowed me to be a participant in the digital world, but not have my attention micromanaged. I sent a new idea, but it's infinitely more difficult to achieve this if you're bombarded with emails from random retailers offering coupons and in a lifetime deals you're never going to use. A simple way to declutter your inbox is to look at each email you receive from a subscription, and if it's not immediately relevant or will be in the foreseeable future, just scroll to the bottom and hit that unsubscribe button. Over time you will receive less and less irrelevant emails, and this will naturally translate into less stress in the back of your mind. And for those subscriptions and newsletters that you do want to keep, AI is a great tool I've used to manage the amount of content I see in my inbox. It allows you to, as you progress through school, jobs, projects, and whatever else you devote your time to, you tend to meet a lot of people who you may add on Facebook, follow on Instagram, but never develop a real relationship with. What I have done is unfollow or mute the people that I don't spend time with in person or plan to in the future. This includes brand. If you don't want to be dramatic but still want more manageable social media feeds, the Muti feature does thankfully exist. This allows you to, it's no secret that social media messes with the in your brain. One of the best ways, in the past I've experimented with social media detoxes ranging from days to weeks, and have found that the best strategy to avoid the temptation is to just let it absond, not re-download until your purge is over. Most of the time, another strategy, courtesy of to enact a daily purge, where you keep your phone in airplane mode or even do not disturb for some amount of hours a day, limiting the time you spend catching up on notifications. The idea is, this one is pretty simple. Simply turn off, in similar fashion to the previous steps. This takes some time and conscious effort daily, where you take note of all notifications you get, evaluate if each one is worth the time, and turn off as necessary. One of my favorite features on my phone is Do Not Disturb. It allows you to, Apple and Google also fairly recently rolled out to allow the user to be restricted from certain applications after a given amount of use. This really helps. Minimalism isn't a philosophy that demands you to sell everything you own, wear the same outfit for the rest of your life, and live out of your Rather, it's I hope this has helped at least one person out there better manage their digital engagement. When I was first edit, readers have been mentioning other tools that I'd like to mention. First, ESA. This article was originally published by Nikhil Dhoda on a TNW Conference 2019 is coming. Check out our glory.
Raindrop, drip, drop top, top smoking, no cooking the hot bar. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that.